Yep, 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 yep.
Beat
It's on
mobiles.
again.
Flex the Capo. What's happening?
Hey, what's going on, man?
Oh man, another day. How you been?
Man, chilling, staying out the way, staying out the way.
Man, for everybody that don't know who you are, that needs to know who you are, man, go ahead and introduce yourself.
Man, Flex of the Capo, unlawful entertainment. Of course, out there Midwest, Wichita, Kansas.
How long you been fucking with this music shit, bro?
Man, I've been doing this shit for a minute, a minute. You know, everybody start off when they're young. You know, I started off back in the days where you had to get the damn recording machine and let a beat play in the background and take all the treble out so you can hear the bass and you can rap over the damn beat, man. That long ago, but I never took it serious back then. Just fucking around.
Shit, I see. I've been hearing a lot of. I've been fucking with you for a while, so I've been
Right,
seeing you
right.
put shit together for a long time. Who, if you had anybody to talk about who inspired you in this music shit?
Man, you know I grew up on that Scarface. You know, back in the days, of course, the West Coast music, Bay Area, Sebo, Brother Lynch, Mob Figure, shit like that.
Man, it was, hey, everybody, especially in the town, man.
Yeah, but as far as in the town, it would have to be J Mac.
Oh, yeah, shout out
J
Maculus.
for sure.
So, shit, as far as the game going now from the time when we was out here thundercatting,
Right.
You know, how's the music changed? How's you know, how do you feel about the new artists in the game? Because today it appears that the women is kind of killing the game.
Right. How I feel about it, you know, back then people was actually talking about something. Now when you hear music now, it's really just based on the hook and the beat. You know what I'm saying? They ain't really talking about nothing. So
They ain't. That's
you
a
know,
shame because
it's only a few. It's only a few people. I ain't even gonna say a few, a couple that I fuck with this, you know, doing music in this age is actually talking about something.
like you said,
So
you
it's
had
changed a lot.
you fucked with Sibo then back like
Right,
personally in
right,
real life.
right. So growing up, that was my favorite rapper. You know, growing up and shit. So one day, my brother come to me, A-1, and he say, "You want to go do a song with Sibo?" I'm like, "What's happening? What you talking about?" He's like, "Man, do you want to do the song or not?" I'm like, "Hell yeah, let's go." So we flew down to Dallas. At that time, he was living in Dallas. So we shot to Dallas and went to a studio down there. And I think it's an artist out of Dallas called Young Streets that he was dealing with at the time too. And we went to a studio, laid a song, and we've been connected ever since.
Oh yeah, that's time to see him too.
Yeah.
Shit, A-1 was doing really well with this
Oh
thing.
man, everything was taking off at the time. You know, A was the one that got signed with Sibo at the time. You know, back then we had the van. I don't know if you seen it or not.
Hell yeah.
We had the promotion van, and everybody had their workout.
Was that Rod G that had y'all out?
Yeah, Rod
I
G.
told you I knew that man was all through the city.
Yeah.
Fire.
Rod G actually produced basically at that time all of our stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna take it back a little bit. Before then, you know, before I met Rod G, I was messing with Young C.
Okay.
And then I met Rod G. He the one that actually did my first album, Certified.
Really?
Yeah, I had some tracks from C, but Rod G actually recorded.
Yeah, is that Young C? That's Wichita right now.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. He a dope producer, man.
Yeah.
Shit. Yeah, when y'all was back there rocking, man, the city was turned on that motherfucker, bro.
Man, them was the days right there.
Man, y'all
I
had
loved
that
it. I loved it. Me, A, Courts. We had went on like a little mini tour.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I think we hit like Ponca City, St. Joseph, Missouri. Went down Tulsa, Oklahoma City. Of course, here. A few more spots, you know.
Yeah.
You know, back then you really had to grind
to
get your music heard.
What is so how would you, so we, you know, today it's not like you know, like it was back then when you had to get your albums pressed up and throw in the trunk and go trunk hustling from city to city, state to state. Do you find for yourself and anybody that's been doing it for them, is it better because we can utilize, or do we have more control over our own stuff? Is it because, you know, the younger generation that's doing this, they didn't have to go through those kind of hustles, you know what I mean, out the trunk. So how's that benefited you, like with this digital age we in?
You know, I'm more of a, I like the digital age thing, but I'm more of a get out there, you know what I'm saying, hit the blacktop and hustle your own shit, you know what I'm saying? But it's cool. You know, you can sit back at home and make everything happen like that. But I like to meet and greet, you know, when I'm out there.
And today's
but it's made it easy though.
Some artists come out rapping a year ago, blow up, be ginormous.
Exactly. That's the good thing about it. You can get it out fast like that.
Yeah.
You don't have to wait. You know what I'm saying? For the shit to happen.
Do they get signed, you think, or do they get signed, or do the people choosing the internet? Are they independent?
Say it again.
Are they independent? Like, because I don't personally know all the time. Like, so do they get signed? Like when they start rapping a year ago, they just bust rapping and they just blow up crazy.
No, right now you don't have to get signed. You control everything now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Kind of like with the movie shit now. You ain't got to go through Hollywood no more. You can skip past that and go straight to Netflix, go straight to Tubi, go straight to all that shit.
Facts. And you know, to be honest, so you know, to even touch on the subject of Diddy, right?
Right.
So I feel like that's gonna change the game. Now, I can only give you my opinion. Diddy did half the shit.
Right.
But we're not talking about half the shit. We're talking about what you can improve.
My opinion on the shit is what a man do in his bedroom was his business. Was he a freak? Yeah. Do I agree with some of the shit he was doing? No. You know, but as far as you try to charge him with the RICO and do all of that type of shit, nah, man.
And Cassie, do you feel like she was a victim as she put out?
No.
Why all niggas think
like they said she was texting him. Talk about when you ready to do another freak out. How's you a victim? Victims get away from the situation.
Yeah, they
this
all
shit happened in 09. You had plenty of time. Come on, man.
Maybe everybody around here that's really putting work in, like y'all, man, really making the effort, really should make better safeguards on how to protect y'all self or everybody whenever anybody gets some money.
Man, I was thinking about that too.
You have to. Today is the era where a girl give you twat 10 years ago. Come back, get 30 mil.
I was thinking about that too. Like people got to be more careful, man, on who they dealing with, because man, you know that's an easy come up these days. And women know it too.
They know
not all women, but they know it. Man.
Nah, please
Giving
don't
one of
say
these
all,
rich white. Not all women. I can't put everybody in a gumbo pot. But a lot of women know when they go into those situations that if anything go wrong, I can get paid off the situation.
Yeah, and that kind of falls into why I listen to certain people professionally talk about marriage. You go into that, man, it could be a nightmare for a man.
Right.
But what they say, I digress. What if you had one artist you can pick out to go do somewhere, who would that be?
Pop. For sure. For sure. One of a kind.
30 years later, he's still 20, however many long.
Still relevant.
He's still relevant.
Still better than 95% of this music that's out.
Man, my little niece, she's 21.
Right.
Just turned 21. She seems to, you know, it's nothing against this rapper, but she seems to really believe NBA YoungBoy is gonna have a run like Tupac. That he's doper than Tupac. I mean,
never.
Is NBA YoungBoy doper than Pac though?
No. Nobody doper than Pac. My opinion.
Okay.
It's some people that's close.
But
in my opinion, no.
But he ain't there. See, the generation today, man.
Nah.
There's some really talented artists, but I can't say I can rock with everybody, man. And it's not knocking them. Everybody ain't gonna rock with me, but some of y'all is I don't know how to politically say gay.
Right.
Them niggas is gay.
Right.
Skinny jeans wasn't my
man.
era.
That's what changed too. Like the men is dressing like women.
Dresses.
Dressing.
What's that? What's the tall dude that just got out of all the shit? The jail, the rapper. Young Thugger.
Oh man,
Dresses.
I never listened to them. That shit cool for the clubs.
So because I was in your era,
Right.
what I've seen change is the femininity of men in rap don't equivalate. So what have you noticed the same?
I never understood what a possess a man to dress like a woman. That was just, I'm like, man,
Because
is it the money that's making them crazy? Is it the industry that's making them crazy? I just don't understand.
It's popular right now to kind of be that kind of way.
They
promote this.
And that's sad.
So about our female rappers, do you feel like how would I say it? Influencing the younger females of society because are we gonna have any wives material?
Man, I feel sorry for the next generation, man. I'll be looking at this generation now like, man, this generation, some of the people now is parents. Mm-hmm. Some of them are gonna be parents, and this is gonna be raising these kids. Hopefully, they still got a grandma or a grandpa around to teach them the right way.
Tell us a little more about Unlawful. All right, who was all the beginning of Unlawful?
The beginning of Unlawful started, I'm gonna say, 2003, 2004. I actually didn't come up with the name with it, or my brother A-1 or half. J-Mac came up with the name for Unlawful. He said, I'm thinking about starting a group, and I'm thinking about naming it Unlawful.
I didn't know that, bro.
Yeah, and he was like, I need a group. So the first members was me, my brother A-1, and Half G. That was the first members of Unlawful.
Shots Scabby.
Right.
When did he touch down with Unlawful? Because he was repping Unlawful heavy.
That's the thing. He wasn't actually a part of the Unlawful group. Just so many people liked that name that it kind of just spread it out.
Oh.
Kind of like my nigga Courts when he started the Thug Unlawful thing.
Thug Unlawful.
Courts for Gator Man.
Yeah.
He never was with Unlawful. It just the name just kind of kept
growing.
Kind of like my nephew, them they got the Quartered Official. And sometimes they'll say Quartered Unlawful.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It just, man, tell the truth. When I first heard the name, I didn't like it at all.
Unlawful? Man, Unlawful was ringing around here.
Yeah, it was.
Unlawful was
when
ringing
he first
around.
Gave us the name. I don't really, you know what I'm saying? But it had to grow on me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? As it grew on me, then I started loving it.
But it kind of became a name in the town.
Right. Because we was pushing, boy.
Man, yeah. What's up with A-1? Just in case people want to know.
He's working on an album now. Chances Make Champions. He's still connected with Sebo or whatnot.
Okay.
He had that album up on the Sebo, the Hustle Colossal.
Yeah.
And everything. Matter of fact, I think they did a video last year.
Okay.
Count It Up. Him and Sebo.
Okay.
Yeah, so they got that video out. Right now he working on that album. So, yeah.
I see tell us a little bit about your album that's about to drop.
My album, No Risk, No Reward. Be dropping July 9th, 2025, of course, this year. Yeah, it's gonna be a little bit different. I kind of switched it up a little bit. I put something on there for the ladies and something on there for everybody. Back in the days, my music was just strictly street. You know what I'm saying? Strictly.
We growing.
Yeah, growing up. Yeah.
Any noteworthy artists you want to let us know who coming? Maybe you could let us know who you clicking up with on there, man.
Man, I got Young Marky on there. Got my bro, of course, A-1. I got Crust on there. Mm-hmm. Who else on that motherfucker? My cousin, Old Dog.
See,
he on there. But mostly it's just me. When I come out with an album now, I try to give them more of me because I know when I was growing up and I bought an album, you know what I'm saying? I wanted to hear the person,
the artist.
Yeah, exactly.
He filling it up with
features. Right, exactly. He cheating. Yeah, exactly. He cheating. It's damn near compilation.
Like when you first started doing music, man, like How did you feel when you first heard yourself on that damn recording and mixed and getting your shit did, man? Because that had to make your hair stand up.
Man, when I first started doing music, I just got out of Hutchinson at the time. When I was in there, I was like, man, I'm finna get out and mash. You know what I'm saying? Finna get out this time and just go. So when I got out, man, I shot straight to Young C, got some beats.
Mm-hmm.
Went to Rod G.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, my first time going to Rod G was with Courts. He had me do a verse for him. I did a song with somebody else, and he asked that person who was that. They told him, and that's how we hooked up. And then I went there and did a verse for him, and then me and Rod G got cool at the time. So that's why I started. I think it was Focal Point at the time.
I told him there was Focal Point.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man, Rod G, he around here, man. We gonna get some word from him too, because you know the younger generation don't know about Rod G.
Better get up on Rod G, one of the dopest producers.
Rod G was putting out work.
Man, I used to put out songs with him. You know, I like a producer where I can come back and it be like, I added this in. What you think about that? You know what I'm saying? Or something like that. Put his creativity on there. Yeah.
What I like about, what I can say I like about the town, man, that's from when I was doing, like when we started doing music and all that, man, I see a lot of, and now we're really starting to press the envelope on their ass.
Right.
You know? The artists of today in the city, we got some noteworthies. You know, even though Critter, he is gas. So everybody should be looking out for, you know, him.
I'm gonna have to pull him out the house too and make him get out or whatnot. I told him that. I'm like, man, you should have been and dropped some shit.
You know,
but right now, A-1 smash, you know, I gotta give him his props. I seen him start from, you know, years ago to where he is now.
Shout out A-1.
Yeah, he doing this thing. Can't knock it.
We got some dope producers. I'm gonna give a personal shout out, Cytoline.
Oh, for sure. I forgot it. Yeah. I got a lot of tracks from Cytoline and Flip. Rest in peace.
Rest in peace, Flip. Another town vet.
Right. He did a lot of my stuff too.
Cytoline on the slaps. His shit is he has got that juice, man.
Yeah, I need to link back up with him for real.
SE Trill.
Jackson too.
Can't leave Jackson now.
Man. He did some of my stuff.
I remember all the artists like you know, like you said, J-Mac, we got the Courts, the I'm So Awesome guy, we was just talking about him.
Who's that? A-1?
No. He got a deal and everything.
XV.
XV.
For sure. Him, can't leave him out.
Twansac.
Yeah, back then, you know, a lot of people was doing their thing. I just think back then, a lot of people didn't, and I could be wrong, like kind of believe in themselves or believe that they can take it, you know, farther than here.
Yeah.
So I think they just settle for either here or this region.
Nowadays, they doing it, especially in the town. They got the Creator Hub. You heard of that? Okay, so the Creator Hub is where the young dudes all built up a thing. They got everything in one. It's in Wichita. They go and do. I haven't been there, but I hear they doing great things. Videos, recording. They got big white rooms. I don't know. There seems to be some work, so you should check that out.
I have to look into that. I never heard of
Wichita, Kansas, man. You know, people think of this when they hear about us. They feel like, oh well, that's Kansas. You know what I mean?
Right.
I don't know if they understand that down here is some kind of way.
Like, you know, and I went through a lot of that shit when because I went to the feds.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But, you know, and I looked at certain states like that too. You know what I'm saying? Like, they ended up sending me to Mississippi. You know, the first thing on your mind when you think of Mississippi is
country.
Country and cotton fields. But yeah, they taught me, you know, they're different.
Yeah.
You know, when I tell them I'm from Kansas, they automatically think, is it cornfields there?
They do.
You know, I'm like, yeah, on the outskirts, shit, it's fields everywhere.
Man, they all think about
I actually live in the city. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I tell them, I say, hey, who was we talking about? I said, man, our Dorothy's down here.
Right, right.
They'll have your ass, boy.
For sure.
You better shit. This
Sure.
ain't sweet.
You know, because a lot of people, they just, you know, they judge us off of what they see on TV
Mm-hmm.
or, you know, basically what people might say or something like that until they come here. I had a lot of people come here and be like, man, I had people come here talking, I didn't know it was black people here.
Really?
I said, what you mean? There's black people everywhere. He said, yeah, but not this guy. So what he meant, like, and dude, my guy, he was out Sacramento at the time. Somebody I was working with there. So basically, he was saying black people far as like street people and shit.
Man,
like, man, that's everywhere in the United States.
Yeah, it's not like, I mean, that crack era kind of, that crack era.
I was there.
Man,
I was there.
That crack era, boy, everybody was getting money, but it did tear the city down.
Tore it down, man. You know, I seen it.
But you know, everybody say the same thing. Crackheads at least survive 30 years.
30, 40 years.
Today,
you know what I'm saying? They still making it. These new drugs they got out,
nah,
they
you ain't making it.
6 months.
You ain't making it
at all.
So tell people shit that something that they might not know about Flexo.
Oh man, I'm really a down to earth person. You know what I'm saying? You ask anybody about me, to be around me a lot, they'll tell you that. And I'm gonna keep everything fair. You know what I'm saying? Most people want you to agree with them, and if you don't agree with them, they get mad at you and leave or whatever. But that's okay with me.
Yeah.
Because I was raised in the area where, you know what I'm saying, you had real friends and loyalty, honesty, and all that shit. Back then really meant something. You know, you couldn't get away with what these youngsters doing these days, the things that they do these days, and how they, and you know, I was raised to respect my elders and, you know, all that type shit, man. These dudes are just too disrespectful.
The younger dudes, hear what they do today. They call each other bitches.
Yeah, type shit.
They call each other bitches.
Back then, that would have got you. That's something done to you.
That's fighting words.
Right.
Nah, we don't do that.
Us men should be talking to each other like that anyway.
Another thing I do like, Wichita, they don't probably understand this is gangland as well.
People don't understand that when I tell them stories from, you know, when I was growing up, they'd be like, man, it was like that back then. I'm like, man, this is like Candyland now. Y'all got it good.
It's Candyland now, man. I remember seeing people. I got homeboys that just show back up, shirt ripped off of a
man. You know what I'm saying?
Because niggas was pressing the issue on color.
Right, and that, yeah. And like I was telling people, like back then, if a person hood was this hood, that's where they were. You know, everybody scattered out now. You might see a blood on the east side, south side. You know what I'm saying? If a person claimed 15th Street, that's where they were.
Yeah, that's where they were.
You know what I'm saying? If a person claimed this street, that's where they were at that time.
So, you know, as shit, we grown men now.
Right.
What do you see with the youth? Because every other, people can believe it or not, it's not far in between where people is getting shot.
Man, right.
Every other day it's a shooting.
Yeah. The thing with the youth now, I don't think it's as much guys as it was back then. You know, back then you actually had older people that was involved in your life. And, you know, it wasn't cool to hurt a kid. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't cool to, you know, shoot up a house and, you know, ain't no telling who's in there. You know what I'm saying? Right now it's just wild. They not listening to nobody.
There's no. There was consequences.
Right, consequences. Yeah, most definitely.
So, I would hope this would be one of many interviews.
Oh man,
we're gonna have to damn show because there's much more that we need to really organize, talk about.
Yeah.
So how many tracks is on the new album?
This one is 10.
Okay.
So I got No Risk, No Reward. That's dropping July 9th. I also got a compilation I'm working on. Lords of the Mafia.
Say that one more time.
Lords of the Mafia.
Okay.
That's the name of the compilation I got coming out.
How do people reach out to you to find your material, to try to get verses or any
Man, they can hit me on Instagram, Flexo the Capo. Hit me Facebook, Flexo the Capo. You want to find music or whatever, you can go on YouTube under the same name.
And that's how they reach out for collaboration.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you go. How long was you going away when you was gone, man, on that vacation?
On this last one,
Yeah.
they gave me. I did like 3.5 years. They gave me 5, 60 months, 5 years on some bullshit. Federal. Never been caught with nothing.
Yeah.
Literally, no drugs, nothing, 0. Just somebody said I sold them something.
And that's how they get us.
Yeah, let me tell y'all about that conspiracy. They can use he say, she say against you. You know what I'm saying? As long as they can prove that you and the other person know each other, have some contact with each other.
Yeah.
Because all my shit came from like text messages.
That's it?
Yeah, and him saying that he bought something from me. That's it. Look my case up, everything. They never found nothing on me.
All of the young kids put their drugs online right now, bro.
That blow my mind.
They put their drugs online right now.
If only they knew how many cases I seen when I was in federal penitentiary with people in there for that same thing. Especially the drugs, especially the guns. All they do is zoom in on the serial number, so you can't say it's fake then. You see what I'm saying? That's what they doing now. They hitting that serial number and it's running back to the owner of the gun. So you can't say it's fake.
Yeah.
And that's how they hit.
People just giving their damn life away.
Giving it away. Drugs on there. You might not think they looking, but they just build all that shit up, build it up. And when they finally hit you, that's all gonna be in your PSI, all in your paperwork.
So what advice would you give any young artists that's trying to come out and they is living that life? What advice would you give them to try to have longevity in this shit?
Don't stop. Keep going. Believe in yourself. You know, don't focus on what other people say to you. Just keep going.
Already.
For real.
Man, I appreciate the interview, bro. Man, this is one of many. So I would tell people to be looking for Flexo Capo Part 2.
Man, Part 2, Part 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
9, 10, man. We in for the win.
For real,
man.
For real.
Flexo Capo, people.
Oh, man, Flexo Capo. Be looking for my new joint to dropping. You know.
Man, much appreciated, man. Much appreciated.
All right.
Never get out. And Mississippi felt like 1,000 miles from the house, but that's a past, so I gotta keep looking ahead. Don't really care about what's happening.